Hi guys, Patrick Batty from Explaining Internet Marketing with another product review. Created a lot of websites in the past, and when I've had to do logos and graphics, I've tended to have to resort to hiring somebody to do them. I flat out don't have skills to use tools like Photoshop. I've tried a little bit. I've tried done their trial program, and man, it's really difficult. It takes a lot of time. I'm also not a professional graphics designer, and Photoshop has a lot of functionality in it that I just don't need. And for that matter, it's also extremely expensive. It's like $600 or $700. So Photoshop's not really for me. For the few times that I need to do a graphic, I might have to do one or two a week that are not big jobs if you have something easy. So I've also looked at a product called GIMP, and GIMP is a free product, but GIMP is equally as complex as Photoshop. So even though it doesn't cost the money that Photoshop does, it's really difficult as well to use. Anyway, about a week ago, I came across this product and I bought it, and I've been working with it ever since. I've done about 4 different graphics with it, and I'm really impressed. So I thought I'd create a little quick video here and show you either the folks here on YouTube, but also the people that are on my list, give you a little bit of a sampling about what Logo Crator does. First of all, Logo Crator is inexpensive but powerful, and it's like instead of $600, it's like $27 or $29, something like that, for a license on it. So very inexpensive compared to Photoshop, and much easier to use than either Photoshop or GIMP. Now, with Logo Crator, you can start from scratch and build a logo, or you can use a bunch of pre-set up templates as kind of like your inspiration. And to keep it simple here in this video, I'm going to use a template to show you how they work. And these are just examples of templates they have. Now, with all of these, you pick any one of them that suits your fancy, and then you would modify the colors, the text, and any graphical elements, like if they have images in here like this, or a circle, or whatever graphical elements they have. They all tend to have one. You can either get rid of them or select a different one or whatever. So you really can modify the logos to your heart's content. Here's a sample of one that I'm going to just do. One of my companies is called Pabatech, and our logo is fairly out of date. And I kind of like the look of this in general. I'm not going to do a lot of changes, but what I will naturally do is I'm going to put my company name in here. And so in that case, what I'm going to do is just simply edit that and put whatever the company name in here and simply implement that. Now, that's not quite fitting, so I'm going to then go back to my text menu, and I'm going to format it. And then what I want to do is modify the scale to get it to fit within the same kind of size area as the graphic. Okay. Now, if I want to move that, I simply can drag it by selecting it and dragging it. And I'm going to get rid of this text. I find sometimes it's a little tricky to select on an item, and all I have to do is to get rid of that is just to hit the delete key. And then if I wanted to change the color, I could, but I'm not going to worry about that here. If I wanted to change the spacing, let me go back to my text menu here, and I can change I only have one line, so I don't have line spacing, but say I wanted it to stretch out a little bit, I could do that. And then I'm going to just expand my canvas that I'm working with, and this is something you can do. And you can also shrink your canvas. So if you're setting up a header file, you might set something up that's 800 wide, maybe 200 long. In fact, I'll do that as a header, just as an example. First of all, what I would do is I want to then format my image here to make it smaller. And I'll scale it down, move it up, and then I'll move this image up. scale it down as well. If I want that to be centered on the line, I can do that. I thought, let me see here, maybe not. No, I just move. I guess maybe the centering is just on the text menu. I'm not 100% sure of that. Go back to my text. Let's see here. There, if I want that centered, I can click on that. Or if I want it right justified or left justified, I can do that. But now, this is the header. So what I think I'm going to do, being I'm going to make it a header, I'll do it like that. And then I'm going to change my canvas size to be more representative of what would be typical of a header. And that would be something like 800 by about 200. And there we go. And then actually I can even go back to my, whoops. You can even just type in the canvas size as well. But I'll just try to, I find that a little bit fussy sometimes, but close enough. And so there I have a fairly nice logo. You can see I have a bit of an outline. So if the background of the header is a different color, I would save this as a transparent PNG file, and that would allow the background to show that color. You can see in that text I have shading. I can modify that shading as well, or shadowing I should say. And I can move it around like the distance, like that. See what I mean? And I can blur it, or I can change the angle. Like I think I like that angle the best. And maybe make it a little bit closer. There we go. And so forth. So, you know, see, within a couple seconds, I've created something that's pretty nice. I might want to put some shadowing on this as well. Let's try that. If I can, go to image menu, shadow. And I want to turn shadowing on, and I want to put it on that angle like the other as well, down to the side, show the distance there, and maybe a little less blurry, and again maybe a little further away possibly, and a little lighter. There we go. So there we go. And that's not perfect, but that's an idea. And to be able to create something like that in 2 minutes. In fact, I'm going to make the name bigger just to expand that size a bit. Let's see here. Go back to my text menu, format, and change my scale. There we go. I just wanted to squeeze it on the page. So there you can see what you can do in just a matter of minutes. And believe me, you can figure out these controls so easily, and it's so much easier than Photoshop. So I wanted to give you a little demo, and hope it's helpful. If you want it, there's a link down below, and you can go over, and I think it's like 27 or 29 bucks. So you can frankly make a business creating logos for people and get way more than that for every single logo. But anyway, just thought I'd show it to you. All the best. Bye-bye.